You got it, man, but you're going to have to fail a lot. But you have it. And like I said, that voice kept on haunting, but that voice kept on saying, if you face it, you realize it's not that bad. You can do more than this. If I had to walk, I had to walk. It just became just a process of grinding and grinding, and grinding is not even a good word for it. It's not even a good word for it.
Feel the pain that is holding you back, feel it making you stronger. And when that voice in your head says, your pursuit is far-fetched, too difficult, too risky, impossible, tell it that it's okay if you think it can't be done, just don't distract me while I do it. Don't allow the prevention machine to trick you into believing that if you keep it running, then it'll be easy. It's not easy to settle for less. You know you're capable of more. To be bored out of your mind, sitting at a desk waiting for the weekend to come, it's not easy to retreat, to ignore the path you know you need to take.
Just going further and further, and then when I got through running, I go to the bike, I go to the pool. If I got tired somewhere, my legs were tired, I go to the gym, and I developed this crazy workout where I was doing volume 200-300 reps of like very lightweight. My workout routine in the gym became sick. I have to become someone in this world, or I'm no good for anybody. It comes from a disgusting place of not being fulfilled in your life, of afraid of dying, having never accomplished anything. That's a fear that some people run away from, that people don't want to face. When you have a real fear of dying and being just another person, that I live to pay the bills, I made $1,000 a month. This is my life. I spray for cockroaches, man. If that makes you feel good, that's great. It didn't make me feel good. I wanted to, the first time in my life, after 26 years, it was 24, 25, wherever I was, I wanted to feel good about myself. No one was helping me out. My dad made my mom kind of irregular. So she worked 3 jobs, went to college full time, so she was never around. So long story short, what I realized was no one was here to help me. And the feeling I had every morning when I looked in the mirror was horrible. And I didn't want to feel like that anymore. And how I felt was a kid going nowhere, a kid that was scared. And most kids will accept that and look for help. But the best thing that happened to me, no one helped me. No one felt sorry for me. No one looked at me and said, like this day and age, they'll take you in and they'll tell everybody, stop picking on this person.
Never give up on something you can't go a day without thinking about. We all go through that, not doing the thing we know we need to do, and instead taking the safer path as a reward. Visible at the end, but that's not your path. Yours is the crazy-looking trail on the edge of a cliff with giant gaps and no end in sight. Go where you have less comfort and security, but more passion and possibility, and the more vulnerable you feel, the weaker the machine becomes until it breaks down completely. There's a certain freedom in the kind that comes from knowing that whatever force tries to stop you has no chance, knowing that you're giving life everything of knowing that you're becoming all that. You'll wake up excited every day with one mission: break walls and build bridges towards the most enlightening pursuit you could dream of.
I don't want people patting me on the fucking back because I fucking woke up in the morning. No. So you don't want that. You want people who are honest with you, who are going to tell you what the fuck is honest. Honest and truthful people. So someone who's honest and truthful, who has lived and is accountable for their own personal life, that's who you want in your corner. Say, hey man, you know what? You're pretty fucking dumb for doing this, dude. Like, this is not smart. Or you're being a turd today. You're not getting after it. That's who you want in your corner. So you don't want a lot of people, hand-picked people, to be in their corner who kiss their fucking ass. You don't want that.
So you're very selective of who those people are.
I'm selective.
Yeah, but you'll listen to those people.
You have to.
Yeah.
You have to. So one of my best qualities is I'm open-minded to the right people. But I don't respect a lot of people. Because how am I going to respect you if you're not fucking grinding every day? And I don't mean working out, getting to the gym. Really going out there and grinding. So if you don't know how I'm living my life, how am I going to respect you? So you have to be a hard worker, period, dot. You got to work your fucking ass off. That's where I get respect from. So if you're working hard every day, now you have an opinion in my eyes. But if you're just a guy who talks shit and you live this fucking life of talking shit, come on, dude. I understand one thing. You're just talking shit. But if I see you every fucking day of your life trying to be better, every day going through all the wickets to be better, You got my attention. I respect you now. So respect is the first thing.
Aren't you tired of wondering what you're truly capable of find out? And when you're 90 years old sitting in your rocking chair, looking back at your life, you'll be proud of the person you've become. When you settle, you ruin the movie, yet you've heard me, your life is a movie. And you are the author, your life is a movie, and you are the director, life is a movie, and you need to edit some scenes out. The pen is in your hand, my friend. And you're writing your very own personal movie, and I believe that good God wins in the end. I believe the good woman wins. In the end, I believe that you will win in the end as long as you don't sell it. When you settle, you ruin the finale. When you settle, you ruin the final scene. We are all tuned into your movie. We got our popcorn ready, waiting for your grand finale. How is your movie going to end? As long as there is breath in your body, there's a chance sometimes discouragement happens. Sometimes fatigue happens. One thing I know about life, when you get tired, you gotta wait for that second wind. When that second wind kicks in, you might be tired right now, but that second wind is kicking, and I came here right now today to be your second wind. Don't you ever settle. Why? Because I don't want you to have regrets. You've got to rise above how you feel. It's going to be up to you to take authority over your mind and your emotions.
Ended up running the next 20 miles. I ran 101 miles. And I ran the next 20 miles, at about a 10:30 pace. Around 16 years ago today, I was graduating Navy SEAL training. I was pulling off I thought was impossible. I went to a recruiter's office, weighing 300 pounds, low self-esteem, trying to figure out how am I going to find self-esteem in myself. I said if I graduate SEAL training, I may start the process of doing that. Went there, had to lose 100 pounds really fast. So my idea was to go out and run 4 miles the next day as fast as I can and start losing weight. I got to a quarter of a mile and walked home. I realized that all those insecurities, when things got hard for me, those insecurities came back. I had to do a live autopsy on myself to figure out what was causing these insecurities to constantly come back, constantly roost in my head, constantly dominating my every thought. Every time something got bad, every time something got hard, these things would always come back and haunt me. I had to figure it out and overcome it. It's hard for me to respect people who are able to come into that world and leave. And people wonder, why am I not achieving more? It's because once we achieve something, we celebrate for a long years. And we wonder, why don't I have drive anymore? Where's it all at? If you don't develop a routine of suffering, and suffering is not like go out and kill yourself every day, it's being uncomfortable. That keeps you hungry every day. If you live in your victories for so long and say, I'm gonna go challenge myself for 30 days or for 2 weeks or run this one marathon, and it ends, I did one marathon. Okay, that's why it leaves you. It leaves you because you haven't set up the next obstacle.
A lot of times we get frustrated because things seem to be moving too slowly, and when that happens, we start to question whether or not what we really want will ever happen for us. Well, it will happen if you refuse to allow fear and impatience to deprive you of what you deserve. It will happen if you don't allow moments of frustration to guide your decisions. Think about all the people you know in life that said, man, I wish I didn't quit on school, I hate, I dropped out, I wish I didn't get divorced, I hate, I gave up, I wish I didn't quit the football team because I could have been in the NFL, I wish I didn't quit I wish I acted better, I wish I couldn't get kicked out of school, I wish I didn't give up on my kid, I wish that is regret never said, and still time never settled, there's still time, what are you working on, right? Now, cause sometimes in life where you gotta get one thing, God gave you one thing to do, that's all you got is that one thing. I know life will you down, I know life can be tough, but you are on a journey. When you settle, you will always have regret on what could have been. What should have been. I must say these two powerful words one more time, and I want you to hear me and get them in your spirit. Never set.